I'm so excited to be sitting here with Donte to talk a little bit about one of our programs and specifically a class that you're registered in. But I think in kind of the final few weeks here of CNA. Tell me a little bit about what that class is, what it is that you guys are learning about, and kind of what the next steps are within that class.
The CNA class is basically, in terms that I've heard it, the way I'm going to put it, because really what it is you can take a CNA class, and that class will either show you if you actually truly want to go into the medical field or not. Because last year I took a class in education. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and then I took that class and was like, because they actually put you in the field. I'm like, I want to be a teacher, but just not yet. So these type of classes for CNA, of course, gives you the kind of sight as to if you truly want to go into this or not. A lot of the things we do in there is a lot of skill work. So basically, all the things we need to do to help care for the residents or a patient, depending on if you work in a nursing home, a hospital, or your home health aide, which is where you go to the house.
Mm-hmm.
You also tend to learn about all the rights that they have. They have a lot of rights.
A lot of like different things that you have to try and then try to understand because it's not just about maybe the individual skill of bathing or whatever that might be. There's a lot of complexities that come along with it because you truly are working for a healthcare facility in that type of situation. So to be a CNA, that is a certified nursing assistant, then you guys also have to take an exam, correct?
So there's two different parts of the exam. The first part of the exam is the knowledge test, which is like all the stuff that the OHS directive teacher will teach you, which is like how to just like the basic steps, which is like the bed baths, which is the first week, and like how to remember all their rights and how to feed them and stuff like that, like things they need, and including how to be um, empathetic, because I feel like that's a really big subject that is truly needed in that type of career, and also just like how to deal with grief a lot, because there's a lot of grief when you're working in a hospital or even in a resident home. So then that's basically what the knowledge test is, like how like what words are, what they mean, the abbreviations. Just goes over the basically ethical things. It's like what's wrong and what's right to do. And then the second part of the exam is just the actual doing of it. So like actually doing the skills, like giving someone a bath, changing them, feeding them, foot care, and all that.
Excellent. And my understanding is that you do not take those tests here. You take them actually at the Riverland site.
Yes.
So now, what's really exciting is that you've not only taken the CNA course, where you could then be certified as a CNA. You've taken the introductory course for education. So you've gotten college credit for that class to become kind of the first step in being an educator. That's pretty awesome. In high school, you're leaving here with multiple credits, accreditations, things like that. After that, one of them sticking in your mind right now, maybe something that you see yourself doing in the future?
Actually, both of them are. I call it two birds with one stone.
Okay.
So my plan is that to pursue a career, because what I want to do, my main goal is I want to be a traveling nurse.
Okay.
One, they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And two, I get to travel the world too. Like I go to Japan.
Yeah.
I might need to learn a little bit of language first, but I can go to Japan and I go to Europe and go to all these places, because who doesn't want to travel the world?
Yeah.
And plus doing something I love and making a lot of money.
So, I love that.
And then the second part is like when I retire, I'll become a teacher. At least retire from that job.
Yeah.
So like I could probably, because like the nurse teachers now, she's like, when you retire, you come back and teach this class. I'm like, I don't really think I want to do that because history is my strong suit. So my plan is to retire and then probably teach history at a secondary or high school level.
I love that. I'll hire you. All right.
That's only if I'm still here.
All right.
I have plans to move to Arizona because it's a lot warmer.
I got you. We'll try to pull you back. Well, Donte, best wishes to you. I hope that your CNA, the end of the course goes really well, that the tests go exactly the way you want them to. And thanks for being an amazing student at OHS.
No problem.